on my stream. We're gonna be talking about Red Dead Online, and you might like ask from the very beginning what worked, because the stream is called It Worked, Save Red Dead Online, which actually is an answer. Save Red Dead Online hashtag, all this movement that was taking place for quite some time, and is still, this hashtag is still there. A lot of people are using it, including me. Anyway, this hashtag worked. I was making a video yesterday, I called it like a good news. We did it, and I was talking about Save Red Dead Online, and save Red Dead... Red Dead Online is saved. Unfortunately, it was later in the evening. There was some update when I was going to sleep, and this update is related to Red Dead Online is saved part. A lot of people saw it like super negatively. I'm gonna tell you what happened in a few minutes, but I'm just saying that a lot of people were like super unoptimistic ones. It's something that Take-Two and or maybe Rockstar did. But anyway, I still think it's like, it's not like Red Dead Online now is in a worse shape than it was before. But with that being said, Save Red Dead Online hashtag still worked. It doesn't change anything. So thank you for everyone who was taking part in this movement, using this hashtag, still using, and so on and so on. We did it, really. I'm gonna explain in more detail like in a few minutes. But so far, hello to everyone who joined the stream. Wow, a lot of people already joined, actually. 250 viewers already. Nice. Thanks to everyone who placed a like. Let me show it to you. And remember that I have on my streams super weird system that is called Beans Plus. Anyway, let me first of all say hello to few viewers. Dan Dog. I'm just gonna look randomly at some nicknames. Chomper Pizza Assistant Manager. Hello to Galil Alexandra, Red Dead Nerd, Red Skin, Adonis, Andrew Lodin. Hello guys, welcome, and hello to everyone on the stream. Welcome. So first of all, what happened? Just in case you have not seen yesterday's video, let me explain what happened. So yesterday, Take-Two, which is a parental company for Rockstar. Rockstar technically belongs to Take-Two. Anyway, they were making investors call. They make it each 3 months. They just talk with investors saying like, oh, everything exceeded our expectations. We made that amount of money. And then investors are asking them different questions. Anyway, which was interesting, it's usually something interesting is happening, some interesting news are happening prior to this investors call. Like, for example, 1 year ago, before, like few hours before the call, Rockstar released an announcement for Red Dead Online and GTA Online updates, future updates, if we can call Blood Money an update. But, anyway, this time different thing happened. First of all, it was announced that Red Dead Redemption 2, not online, but the whole game, will be free for new subscription PS Plus, which is, analog of Xbox Game Pass. But that's not the only thing. The most important thing is finally Strauss Zelnick gave comment to IGN about Save Red Dead Online. Remember, like many months ago, IGN actually reached Rockstar for a comment, and boom, here we go. Few hours before investors call, they finally decided to make a comment. Anyway, Strauss Zelnick said, now I'm gonna be quoting, Rockstar Games talk about the updates that are coming, and we are working on an awful lot at Rockstar. For some reason he said we. I just realized, why he said we? He's not working at Rockstar. Strauss Zelnick is the CEO of Take-Two. Why would he say we? It's like he translated the answer that Rockstar gave to him. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let me take a look at the chat now. Guys, don't you find that it's weird that Strauss Zelnick, who's working at Take-Two, is saying we are working on awful lot at Rockstar? I mean, I've listened to bunch of these calls, investors' calls, and usually he refers to Rockstar as for like a different entity. It just hit me. I mean, yesterday I haven't paid attention to this specific words because you know what, there is more important thing, and a lot of people saying that it's weird and actually agree with me. It's it's really suspicious. 300 viewers, says Doin Urmom Daily. Hope I pronounced your nickname correctly. Anyway, let's pretend that it's something that Strauss Zelnick said himself, like it's his own words, and continue. He said, I've heard the frustrations, it's flattering that they want more content. They, it's us, Red Dead Online players. And more will be said by Rockstar in due time. Okay, so this part actually looks like something that Strauss Zelnick would say himself. And, it's the first part of something that I was discussing in video. It definitely tells that, using this hashtag Save Red Dead Online again and again was not just, an empty, stupid action, like many people were saying, like, oh, why would you do it? Everyone will ignore you. And boom, Strauss Zelnick given a comment about this. And by the way, to me this comment sounds pretty optimistic if we're talking about the future of Red Dead Online, but I mean, you can see different meanings in this, like, it might be a regular, let's say, corporate mumbo-jumbo, which means nothing at all. But I mean, at least he acknowledged that Save Red Dead Online exists, that he knows that players are frustrated, and so on. So it's already something that a lot of critics were saying we will never achieve. But boom, we did it. Anyway, it was about the part we did it, we made it, and so on. And second part of my title was Red Dead Online is saved. Why I said it? A lot of people said like, oh, it's just a clickbait. No, actually it was based on something that Strauss Zelnick said. Then it's not a quote in this article. It's something, anyway, not a quote. When asked if Take-Two intended to continue to support Red Dead Online long term, Zelnick affirmed that this was the plan. Look, that's how plans look. No likes, no Tahitis. That's my plan. Anyway, it definitely sounded to me like, yeah, we always plan to support the game long term. Because, we're talking about online project. What could people possibly mean by saying support online game, live service game in a long term? Obviously releasing new updates and content. Anyway, so I've made this video, and few hours later, when I was already going to sleep, I saw a tweet from a journalist who was actually, taking this interview. Her name is Rebecca, and let me actually quote. So, and everyone got disappointed. It was like, this quote from Rebecca, who was working on IGN, was like, everyone got so disappointed at Rockstar and Take-Two when saw it. Anyway, Rebecca is saying, an update to this story. Take-Two has reached out to follow up and clarify that Zelnick's affirmation of Take-Two's ongoing support of Red Dead is with regards to keeping the servers online only, and Rockstar is entirely in charge of content. And yeah, if you're gonna go and visit this article, let me actually link it to chat, so you might go and check this article on IGN. Well, yes, there is like a update. Post-publication, Take-Two Interactive reached out to clarify that this comment was solely referring to online servers, which, yeah, is disappointing, but on the other hand, it's completely stupid. Why would he even talk about supporting online servers for this game if, I mean, you might not like Strauss Zelnick, right? But he's a smart guy. We have to give him a credit for that. It looks like some abandoned camp. Interesting. Anyway, so he obviously had to understand what he was asked about. Additionally, like Red Dead Online and GTA Online, they use peer-to-peer connection system. And yes, there are still servers. Some process are, are happening on the servers, but it's not like World of Warcraft, right? It's not dedicated servers, so it's just out of question, especially considering the fact that Red Dead Redemption 1 Online is still working. So servers for Red Dead Redemption 1 Online are still there. Like, I mean, it makes no sense. So now let me explain what do I think and why it is not as bad as it might look. But first of all, let me again say hello to everyone who joined. Welcome. If you was using Save Red Dead Online hashtag at any point, thank you for taking part. We showed that community is as united as possible. Thanks to all my Patreon supporters, by the way. Thanks to everyone who placed a like already. 130 likes. Cool. Anyway, so on this stream, we're gonna be discussing these topics. I will continue, my developing my point of view, and at the background, as usually, I will be doing some pointless grind in Red Dead Online. Pointless because I have way more money that I can potentially spend. It's usual streams that I'm making, so mostly focusing on chatting and talking. So anyway, why it is not as terrible as it looks is correction, because for example, few minutes before the stream I saw a Dirty Tyler comment under my video, and he said like, oh, I was as excited as you, but then when I saw this correction that Take-Two made, I was like, oh no, it's so bad. Anyway, you can go and check it. And yeah, I understand why, but I'm a little bit more optimistic. And about this, let me explain why. So first of all, I reached out, I contacted this journalist, Rebecca, and asked her about details on how this, conversation between journalists from IGN and Strauss Zelnick is happening. It's very important because there can be different scenarios. For example, Take-Two reached IGN and said like, okay, we are ready now to give you a comment. It's one story. Second story, I don't know, somehow journalists are close to Take-Two headquarters and she saw Zelnick and said, oh, so Zelnick, few questions. And he said, like, okay, Rebecca, ask me questions. And she's like, oh, like, say Red Dead Online, what do you think about it? And then he he said something. So so there are two main scenarios. Unprepared answer. You see what I'm talking about? And prepared answers, something that was prepared. From how I see this line and from what I know about Rockstar especially, and Take-Two, they usually do like the second scenario, prepared scripted answers. Let's see if that's the case, but I mean, if she will reply to me, but I mean, from lines like, we working on awful lot at Rockstar from Strauss Zelnick. It looks like it was not even said by him personally. But anyway, so what I'm trying to say. let's say it's the first case scenario, unprepared answer. In that case, yeah, we can say that, well, maybe Strauss Zelnick said something extra and then PR department saw it and corrected him. But in any way, just, let's think about situation. Strauss Zelnick is definitely a person who knows exactly what will happen with Red Dead Online. He knows the fate of this game. He might not know like what new roles they will add, if they will add something, because you don't care obviously. But since Red Dead Online belongs to Rockstar, Rockstar belongs to Take-Two, and all this belongs to Take-Two, and it makes money, a lot of money, not a lot of money, doesn't matter. It makes money. He knows about Red Dead Online, and if Rockstar at some point, very long time ago by the way, because the game was pretty dead since December. Anyway, if at some point they decided that there will be no more updates in Red Dead Online, there is not a single chance that Strauss Zelnick is not aware of this decision. So he knows for sure if there will be updates in Red Dead Online or not. And now let's imagine that it's, unscripted answer. Would he reply like that, knowing that there will be no updates to Red Dead Online at all? I don't think so. You might say, well, maybe, because, CEOs are like politicians, and they might say whatever they want. But still, I think he would rather ignore this question somehow and just, said like directly, oh, you know what, I don't comment what Rockstar is doing, it's up to them, don't touch me, go try to find Dan Houser. Second case scenario, scripted answer, something that was, pre-made. Again, why would they give such answer if Red Dead Online is not gonna receive any sort of an update? I mean, in that case, they would definitely ignore it, 100% sure they would ignore it, because I mean they were ignoring the Save Red Dead Online movement for like for how long now? For 5 months? Like, why would they now start talking? So in both scenarios, I see that, he wouldn't probably talk about Save Red Dead Online at all. So I'm trying to share my logic and what I think about it. And now, interesting thing. Why they decided to change this line, to make this correction to the text? You see, it's not a part of a Strauss Zelnick job or responsibility to give insights, spoilers and hints. So it's like a part of corporative ethics, if you want. It's not his job. It's actually, he's saying this a lot of time. It's like Rockstar should talk about such information. And since somehow in an article it really sounded like Zelnick confirmed that there will be updates for Red Dead Online, it was something that they had to change. And it doesn't matter if there are some updates in development or not. So guys, that's my point of view. Let me know what do you think about this logic. I probably should have made a video about it, but I decided to rather discuss it on a stream to see a feedback. So Rogue Raccoon says, Strauss is probably saying this to worm his way out of situation and steal our money. Like, no, dude, it's not like situation was terrible for Strauss. I mean, it's not like something that he should have commented. So I don't agree here. Yes, Save Red Dead Online made quite some noise, but it was long time ago, before previous investors' call, and they ignored it completely. And now it's been like so much time, why would they go back to this topic at all? and plus additionally, you know, it was one of the goals of Save Red Dead Online was to make sure that investors will find out about situation with Red Dead Online, because on Take-Two investors calls they usually say, oh, Red Dead Online, it exceeded our surpassed our expectations, doing so good, like something like they say it about everything, about GTA Online Plus. They said that it's succeeded, how overcome expectations. I don't remember. Anyway, so my point is, it was unnecessary for Strauss Zelnick right now to even talk about it, and even on a previous investors call. And now there are bigger topics to discuss, like purchasing Zynga, like, I don't know, GTA Online Plus, like GTA Expanded and Enhanced, all this stuff. So it really looks weird. A lot of stuff looks weird. When I will receive a feedback, if I will receive feedback from Rebecca, IGN journalist, and I will gather a little bit of material, I maybe make a video explaining all my logic and like why I think, or maybe I will not make it, who knows. But anyway, I decided to make a stream to, you know, clear things a little bit, at least my point of view, explain my point of view. Vic Bomb says, Zelnick referred to Save Red Dead Online as flattering, the most dismissive, condensing response possible, and the most telling. They clearly have no plans to grow Red Dead Online. Well, I don't know. I mean, if these replies were written in PR department, they're just using some words to, you know, not offend anyone. It's a weird word choice. From what I understand how it translates, I remind you, but you probably, there is no need to remind you, but I'm not a native speaker, yet I know what this word means, and it looks weird, but I don't know, maybe in such situation people using it. It doesn't sound like a word that, you know, businessmen will choose. Rinka Music Analysis, in due time. Yeah, by due time they might mean pretty much anything. With this part I agree. Because who knows when due time will happen. It can mean anything. But another interesting thing, you see, they haven't announced any sort of a summer update for GTA Online yet. Which again is kinda unusual. Drifter Kid says, still, I think if they can be honest about GTA having another big update that they skipped Red Dead Online, would definitely still pissed off Red Dead Online community, but at least they are honest. Well, I'm not expecting them to be honest at any point, but yeah, I guess you were talking about December situation. Yes, they definitely skipped Red Dead Online to focus on GTA. So prioritization is clear here, and we know why. But I remember they said nothing at all why there is no big update in Red Dead Online in December, so, you know. Dan Miller says, Thanks cat, bye guys, let me know when new content drops. I will tell you, I'm not expecting, by the way, just to make it clear, I'm not expecting any sort of an update and new content happening like super fast in any way. I mean, even if Rockstar will announce something, let's say today, just, you know, just dreaming, but even if it will happen, still update will happen not pretty soon, like in best case scenario in the middle of July, but probably in August. Okay, where is this treasure? I'm looking for treasures because I was expecting collector roll month to happen, but now it's like a lame month. Jet Future says, didn't Take-Two say that they mean they will keep servers up? Not exactly. They said that what they mean by that, what like they can, what they can promise as Take-Two, is that servers will be running, which is obvious because I repeat, servers for Red Dead Online 1 are still running because it's peer-to-peer connections. There are not too many servers. It's not dedicated servers. But then they added, as for content, it's only Rockstar can decide, and by that I see what they meant, and announce anything. So basically, by this statement, they are not saying that no, there's gonna be no updates. What they're saying is, even if there will be updates, it's Strauss Zelnick is not the person who is responsible for telling you this information, and it's true, he's not the person who gives spoilers. I've been listening to these investors calls for last 2 years, and I have never seen any sort of information like about the future updates, specific updates, so here is our announcement, big announcement, and Strauss Zelnick is gonna tell it. No, it never happened. They don't do it. It's up to companies to announce their products. Actually, okay, I will tell it later. But there was kind of funny thing where Strauss Zelnick kind of spoiled what will happen, but in a very unobvious way during such investors calls. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is that correction is just, part of corporative ethics, I guess. Hey Cat, will they add a bounty hunter expansion? Tanner asking this question from 2019, I guess. We already have bounty hunter expansion. Anyway, guys, hello and welcome to everyone, and welcome. Wow, 400 viewers, 300 likes. So by that amount of likes, I can tell that not some, but a lot of people actually agree with my logic, at least on any level. And by the way, guys, to make it clear, yes, this statement, Red Dead Online is saved after this correction, is not that, strong. Is not that obvious and unquestionable. Oh, Mike Dunn is showing a sticker. That's how beans work. But yet I still think it's not too bad, and lately we have some interesting, indications of the fact that Rockstar has some plans about Red Dead Online. But again, none of that is official information, because you see, here is an interesting thing. Like, when Strauss Zelnick is saying something like, that was in the first version. When asked if Take-Two intended to continue support Red Dead Online long-term, Zelnick affirmed that was the plan. Say asking like, will you continue to support Red Dead Online? And Zelnick is, that is the plan. It's an official confirmation, it sounds like official confirmation that there will be updates for people. But again, like, only Rockstar can make an official statements, official confirmation referring to Red Dead Online, GTA 6, and so on. You see what is the thing here? So it's not as simple as now, after this correction. It's not as simple as yes, Red Dead Online is saved, but not as simple as no, Red Dead Online is doomed. So unfortunately, like we're still in the same situation of uncertainty. Oh, Pico Dog using super chat. Thank you, Pico Dog. Bravo. Thank you, OP Cat. No likes, no Tahiti. Thank you, Pico Dog, again for reminding this important. You know, we are talking about the man with the plan on this stream. And who's the man with the plan? Dutch. Dragon VW says, Red Dead Online don't make money, it's as simple as that. Again, when, you know, I don't really love statements like, oh, it's as simple as that, because things usually on practice are more complicated than they look, and I can tell you for sure, Red Dead Online is making money. I have not enough of statistics, not official again, but like, it makes money. It makes way less money than it could. Yes, it makes way less money than GTA Online. Yes, but it makes money. So definitely not enough. And it's weird, actually, on a previous stream where we were discussing this topic specifically, how, like, super easily Rockstar could have made way more money out of Red Dead Online. And, like, from what I see, most people actually agreed with me in chat and with our suggestions. But anyway, I'm not gonna repeat it, but you know all these methods. Monetization in Red Dead Online is far from being predatory, and it looks like they are not even trying to make money. So anyway, my point is, Red Dead Online is making money. Yes, it makes not, you know, the most amount of money out of all Take-Two's projects. NBA 2K is definitely number one, GTA Online number two, and Red Dead Online is only after that. Pace Phillips says, Strauss Zelnick said, what that was the plan instead of that is the plan. No, he said that was the plan all the way, right? Oh no, he just said that was the plan. I don't know, it's just again, I repeat, I'm not a native speaker, but from how I understand, it doesn't mean like it was the plan, but it's not a plan anymore. It's just how people say such stuff. So it basically doesn't mean that there is no such plan anymore. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. Sufis to say says, is that a good sign that Red Dead Online is down? It's a bad sign if you wanted to play Red Dead Online for some reason, but I mean, in other cases, I don't think it's a sign at all, because, you know, if your question was like, oh, maybe update is happening right now, no update will happen right now, no update will happen you know, be released out of nowhere. If there will be some update someday in Red Dead Online, Rockstar will announce it first, and, you know, it cannot be released while we still have this monthly event and so on. MKI asks, PvP Cat, cooking stream when? Cooking stream? Interesting idea. Joe the Sheepster asks, wait, is Red Dead Online down? I don't know. For me it works fine on Xbox. As you can see, I'm playing at the background in Red Dead Online. So Xbox network is not. And maybe on PC, I don't know. Cedar says, stream where you cooking beans. Oh, nice. Beans. Okay, so Harry TWG says, if Rockstar decide to do an update, when do you think it will happen? Well, it's an interesting question. I think it's in best case scenario, even if Rockstar will, you know, announce it this week, end of July, beginning of August. But on practice, I think it might take even longer, because again, from what we know, it's not like they testing something actively, or maybe they testing but trying to hide. But you know that story with QA beta DLC pack branch being updated is also kind of suspicious. They updated it and deleted after 8 hours. And pretty much the same thing happened back in beginning of April, I believe. But then they deleted it in a few days, and which is kind of interesting, like new DLC pack was exactly the same as DLC pack from last July, from Blood Money update. So it was not like something it was not like they are testing something. It was weird. And this time I forgot to even, you know, check the size. Maybe it was happening again. But anyway, what we can tell is something weird is happening, but again, not quite sure why and what. But at least we know that Rockstar is actually updating this QA beta and fixing some issues, I guess, and quite often. 1629 says, they already forgot about this game, bro. No way they are adding anything. I mean, if they... Okay, like, let's say they forget about this game. Why do Strauss Zelnick even talk about Save Red Dead Online then? I mean, they were perfectly ignoring this for so much time. Why now? Who cares? Like... especially if they decided to abandon it completely, why saying anything at all? Lev Pasterev says, webcam? Yes. Da. Okay. Just don't love... This dude just don't love Red Dead Online. But then I have a question, why are you on the stream if you think that Red Dead Online sucks? It's just I see quite a lot of comments in the chat like, oh, Red Dead Online, such a terrible game. But, like, okay. Flipping tricks. PP Cat, you just have to hope. Much hope, unfortunately. You just have too much hope, unfortunately. It should be double O. Maybe, but you know what? It's not about hope or not hope. When I saw all the indications that the game is dead and will be abandoned, I was talking about it in November, and I turned to be right. When I have other indications, I say, it's, you know, it's not about hope, it's about opinion. I'm used to, you know, operate with logic. And I always try to, you know, to make these logical constructions. Do you say the same in English? But anyway, it's just, it's not about hope or, you know, disappointment. It's about facts and logic. So that's it. Mark Duckling says, Dutch got no more plan. Okay, it's like a... Maybe I will make a video on Dutch someday, because right now, spoiler, I'm finishing a video about Red Dead Redemption 2 story mode. And there are a lot of interesting moments in Red Dead Redemption 2 story, and one of them is actually how people see Dutch in general. And I'm not saying that my point of view is like correct, but you know, it's just a topic of discussion. But in my opinion, Dutch never had a plan. And the most importantly, Dutch never changed. At least during events of Red Dead Redemption 2. It's, you know, it's another topic of discussion. Oh, here we go. Dutch van der Linde in a chat. And he said, actually, he claims that he has a plan. Okay. Why not trust him? Redskin says, Steam Labs is having a hard time with cups tonight. Give him a can of beans. Yeah, Steam Labs don't love cups. Calamity says, Rockstar might be waiting for a next generation port, as you mentioned a while ago. Yes, it's quite possible, actually. And you know what? Interesting. Like, recently I saw few different insights. But yeah, I mean, I don't trust insiders too much. But it's still like, you know, when some gaming media is talking about these insiders, they always call them well-trusted insiders. And so few well-trusted insiders recently, in the last few weeks, were like sharing some sort of inside information about Red Dead Redemption 2 port in particular. There was also information about Red Dead Redemption 1 remake, but you know, we have these insights pretty much every 6 months and still don't see any signs of Red Dead Redemption 1 being remade. But as for Red Dead Redemption 2 next gen version, you know, again, if we're talking about logic, it makes all the sense in the world for Rockstar to do something like that. Because it doesn't sound like some impossible task, and they definitely can make some money out of it. Like 60 FPS, they can, you know, promise us some better graphics, instant loading screens, or much faster loading screens, and boom, sell Red Dead Redemption 2 next gen version. Hello from Florida Cat, the Wanderer says hello. And hello to everyone from everywhere who joined this stream. Let me check. 427 viewers. Nice. 424 likes. Respect. And yeah, if we're talking about respect, I will repeat again. Thanks to everyone who was not losing faith in Save Red Dead Online movement, despite the fact that, like, Rockstar completely ignored it. You remember this funny story? If not, I'm gonna tell it to you right now, because it was like, it's, you know, it tells us a lot. So at one point, some dude posted on Twitter, you know, this virtual photography from Red Dead Redemption 2, I believe. And he posted a lot of pictures, pretty cool looking, and at the end he posted few hashtags like Red Dead Redemption 2 and Save Red Dead Online. So Rockstar, there is some community manager who works for Rockstar, and from what I know, like few times a week, he just randomly likes few posts like that, with some arts, with some screenshots and so on. So he liked this comment. But later, pretty fast, he removed this like. Or she, I don't know. Maybe it was she. You know, someone who's placing likes under Rockstar official Twitter account. So they were not only ignoring it, they tried to you know, stay away from it as much as possible. It's not even ignoring. It's like distancing yourself from Save Red Dead Online. So yeah, that's what they were doing. A lot of YouTubers were saying like, oh, don't waste your time, you just fools, you don't know Rockstar, no one ever will see it, and admits that your movement even exists. And boom, Strauss Zelnick is talking about Save Red Dead Online. Okay, so wolves are gonna get me. Good speed OH says, I lost faith before Save Red was a thing. I understand why. A lot of people actually lost faith right after Naturalist update. It was, you know, pretty damaging update to Red Dead Online, I would say. But yeah. TT Tots says Red Dead Redemption 2 next gen will be another cash grab. Probably, just a GTA 5 expanded and enhanced, which is not even expanded and enhanced anymore. It's just a next gen patch, and yeah, it's kinda cash grab. So it's possible, but we will see, because you know there is an interesting question. Oh, it's a gang hideout. Let me take some more serious weapon. Here we go. What's interesting, like, the question is, like, how are they even gonna try to sell this next-gen Red Dead Redemption 2? Oh boy, there is a machine gun. Need to clear them fast. Wow, he had a machete. This dude was just sitting like nothing is happening. Oh, they have 2 machine guns. Nice. That's a pretty, you know, heavy, weaponized cap. Not sure if I can hit the dude from here. Means the dude was the second machine gun. So I would rather run. No! How many bandits are in this gang? I mean, it's bigger than, you know, Micah's band. It's almost as big as Dutch's gang in Red Dead Redemption 1. Pretty impressive. I need to kill this, I will have to kill this leader, because, you know, he's a dangerous person. He's capable of making such a big gangs. Micah became a rat after chapter 5, Mark Duckling says. Well, the problem with this is, like, nothing really happened in chapter 6. There was no betrayal, actually. Like, how exactly he betrayed a gang? Gave, you know, hideout in Lakai? Well, they could have followed Bill, who was running around and asking how to find Dutch. They could have found a letter, because again, this code is developed so every like stupidest gang member could find the gang if lost, except Bill, because he even failed at that. So anyway, and so it's more reasonable explanation than the one where Micah gave up this location and then got back and was patiently waiting for them to show up and kill him with machine guns. Like, yeah. And it's not even the biggest problem with this Fury. Okay, I will finish. I will try to finish this video this week that I'm doing. What's up, cat? What's up, Veneno? I thought I... Okay, instead of eating food, I use tonic for some reason. It's not cool. Not cool. Anyway, let me check. Maybe you know, Rockstar posted some sort of news wire, because today they're changing some pointless bonuses to other pointless bonuses. Sometimes they tweet about it. No, nothing happened. Okay, not like I was expecting it, but who knows. Yo, cat, where the 16 says, where is your accent from? What accent? What do you mean? I speak fluent English. Picodog says, I'm just looking on the losing weight comment. Only PvPcat, you look good, but your face just looks more skinny than normal. Guess not. Maybe it's because tan. I don't know, tan. You know, when you go on, walk under the sun too much. Gaming Brick says, your face looks exactly the same. Yeah, so do I think. I mean, I'm probably my weight have not changed, because it's pretty much the same for the last 15 years for sure. Yeah, let's find this treasure. Ross8U asks, Cat, what's your OnlyFans? Unfortunately, I got banned from OnlyFans for inappropriate pictures. Just kidding. Just, you know, every time when you say something, some stupid joke, which is obviously, you know, sarcasm, just have to make this small, you know, corrections that you kidding. Just in case. Pat Zmena says, do you have Outlaw Pass 1? Love from Czech Republic. Yes, I actually had Outlaw Pass 1. And you know what? Like, PC players never had an Outlaw Pass 1, because when PC version of Red Dead Redemption 2 was released, there was already Outlaw Pass 2, I believe. Maybe it was released after PC release. I don't remember exactly, but my point is, PC players never had a chance to buy Outlaw Pass 1, and it's a big shame, because, you know, it was like pretty cool looking items, not super fancy, not like this coat, something weird, but pretty, you know, appropriate for Wild West. Oh no, 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 no. Oh, it's not good. Not good. Not good. No. Oh, I'm alive. I'm alive. Nice. Just as I planned. Thomas Fermo says, yo, Cat, what do you think we can expect an update in July? You know what? Nothing was announced officially yet. They're not testing anything openly, at least yet. So I highly doubt about update in July. Even if they will announce it, like, I don't know, today somehow, it's still gonna be late July in best case scenario. How did you survive? I have no idea. I mean, I was pretty sure it's gonna be like the end. Redskin says, Taras Taras does everything with style. Yeah, it's my character and his name is Taras. Taras Nebespeka. Picodog says, only BB is from Ukraine, but his English is getting pretty good thanks to all that time he's spending with... not gonna finish reading that comment. Almost caught me unguarded. Glor Gang says, Micah is 100% a rat. Okay, if you know, so sure. Good for you, because, you know, being so sure about something is always easier. You don't have these questions in your head, like, oh, not again. Oh, shit, here we go again. No, not a chance this time. Anyway, being so convinced about something is usually way better, you know, for your mental health. Don't have extra questions, no need to think. Like, oh, yeah. Not so lucky this time, yeah. You cannot be so lucky twice in a row, right? Okay, so here we go. Finding. Oh, finally, we found it. Stefan1234 asks, is it worth starting Red Dead Online now? Yes, I would say yes. Because, you know, Red Dead Online has quite a lot of content for new players, for beginners. So if you enjoy setting, if you enjoy like overall mechanics, or like let's say if you played the Red Dead Redemption 2 and you feel fine about riding around on a horse and occasionally shooting, well, I would say definitely go buy it. Right now, at least on Steam, I guess everywhere on APCs there is a 50% discount, so you can get it for $10. But I actually suggest you to buy Red Dead Redemption 2 full game instead. But anyway, as for beginner, you will definitely have some good amount of, you know, play time and fun. Big Bro Cat, Kiaran says, does gun variant affect to gun quality? Yes, in a way that different gun variants have different attachments, modifications. So it's called weapon modification. So, for example, like there can be long barrel and so on, and this affects stats. So from that point, yes. Interesting idea from Even Sparks Reuploads. Red Dead Online should go free to play at this point with the way Rockstar is treating it. Yes. In a way that it makes sense that Rockstar someday will make Red Dead Online free to play. And you know, right now they are adding either Red Dead Redemption 2 or Red Dead Online Standalone for free for some subscription services. For example, last year Red Dead Online Standalone was free in Xbox Game Pass. Like right now, Red Dead Redemption 2 is free in PlayStation Plus subscription. So at some point, I'm pretty sure Red Dead Online will go free in Epic Store. Maybe this summer. Like, it's really possible. I'm not saying that it should go free, especially until they will fix the problems with cheaters. Because, I mean, just imagine if Red Dead Online is free on Epic, and they have not done much with mode menus still. Like, what would it be? It will be terrible, and we still don't have private lobbies to hide, like official private lobbies. So yeah, they should fix it and only then make it free. And by the way, maybe, you know, maybe that's exactly what is happening, because Red Dead Redemption is receiving a lot of safety patches, changes. They are working on it, but still there is a lot of work to be done to, you know, to fix the problem with mod menu users. Timothy Lopez says, I love your videos, bro. Thank you. Okay, another tricky collectible item, but like, take a look at this beauty. That's why we still play Red Dead Online, at least time to time. I mean, just to look on all these places. I'm pretty sure I never even been like exactly at this point of the map. Avon says, when do you think Rockstar will release a new Red Dead Online update? No idea. I mean, we still cannot be even sure that they will release a new Red Dead Online update. But I mean, recently it looks more promising. And a good point from Tamok Khna Pal. I don't think so, as the game only goes 50% discount now, and most AAA games were at verge of 75% discount when they came free. You see, I'm talking about Red Dead Online specifically. It's not like a AAA game. Red Dead Redemption 2 is. Red Dead Online is a complete beast. And I remind you, when they first released Red Dead Online standalone, it had 75% discount. So it was with 75% discount from the very beginning. So it can go free at any time. PicoDoc using Super Chat again, thank you. And says, I appreciate your stream during Tahiti. Thank you. I watch what I like about PicoDoc. He always reminds about this, you know, no likes, no Tahiti thing. How otherwise we will go and grew up mangoes. And yes, I mean, so even if update will be announced, it doesn't necessarily means that we will receive a good update, okay? From the previous experience, from Blood Money update, from Bounty Hunters update, Naturalist update, well, like, it will be pretty optimistic to say that, like, update will definitely be significant. Improved bow variant is effect to bow quality also. Well, no, you see, improved bow is a different bow than regular bow. It's not a variant. Where there are variants for improved bow, so basically different cosmetics, and they affect nothing. But improved bow and regular bow are two completely different weapons. They have like pretty much all the stats are different, which is unusual. They even have different painted black mark range, which again super unusual because not similar, but weapons in the same class have the same painted black range pretty much always. So let's say all carbine repeaters, except Evans. For some reason, Evans has smaller painted black range. But anyway, all shotguns, big shotguns, have the same painted black range. But bow and regular bow, they like they're like different classes of weapons in that case. So they're completely different. Did you receive your 100,000 YouTube this thing? Yeah, but it's at home. Mark Duckling says, PvP Cat, I challenge you to play Red Dead Online in lowest graphics possible. Not interested in some challenge. I mean, why would I do that? Red Dead Online is such a beautiful game. Why would I reduce graphics? I mean, I play, most of the time I play Red Dead Online just to enjoy the view. Okay. Thomas says, imagine next update being something like Herbalist, lol. Well, unfortunately it's possible. If there will be, again, I need to repeat it again and again. If there will be update, because we're not quite sure about that still. For reasons I was explaining at the beginning of the video. But anyway, if there will be update, it quite possibly can be, you know, something weird. Like everyone expects robberies and properties, and boom, pick flowers, pick up flowers. So I don't know. Oh, I guess it should be here. Lawman roll could be cool. Yeah, Lawman roll definitely sounds better than Herbalist. Avon Hart says, what are your specs, what are specs of your PC? I'm playing on Xbox Series X right now, so. Okay, I guess it should go this way. Have some problems with collecting collectibles today. Oh, it's probably here. Yeah. It definitely looks like a place where collectibles should be hidden. Where Rockstar will hide the collectible. Or maybe, you know, people who are hiding all these collectibles for some reason. I mean, inside of in-game logic. So there was no announcement from Rockstar. I just, not announcement, but newswire from Rockstar. I just checked. We have 562 likes. Thanks to everyone who placed a like. B. Tay says, I doubt we will see anything new before the fall. You know, since there is still no announcement, it sounds like a reasonable prediction. Simulation Sports says, they won't finish the story. Yeah, with Land of Opportunities story mission, which is a story for Red Dead Online, it's kind of weird situation. I mean, it's unfinished, and I don't know why. Like, really, was it that hard for Rockstar to make, like, one last mission where this widow is killing the last killer of her husband? Like, I don't think so. Sheldon S. says, some tickets and May 31st. Maybe announcement June 1. From my experience, tickets has nothing to do to updates announcements. So this ending time for tickets for quite some time now is not an indication of anything. So Basternation says, honestly, at this point, it's just nice to hear some type of communication. Yeah, but again, it's not a communication from Rockstar, which is kind of interesting. You know, well, that's the weirdest part in this history. I never expected Take-Two say something about Save Red Dead Online, because, you know, it's something that Rockstar should do, not Strauss Zelnick. Same as, you know, spoilering updates, or even saying if there will be updates for Red Dead Online. It's not Strauss Zelnick responsibility. It's not his job, basically. So that's why I found this news yesterday really weird. I was really surprised. But yeah, you might say it's some sort of a communication, but again, it's not a communication. We were asking for communication from Rockstar, basically. And there is still no communication. But with that being said, if Strauss Zelnick is making comments on Save Red Dead Online, it definitely means that we actually achieved some level of success with this movement. Way more than I've expected, to be honest. Galil Alexander says, imagine if Sinclair killed her own husband just for the money and killed the rest of them so she could not have any witnesses. It would kind of sense a bit. I mean, yeah, it was like... It would be a cool twist, or let's say if Harley was the real killer of her husband, because she's secretly in love with this woman in Land of Opportunities, or something like this. Some sort of a twist, some sort of a interesting, you know, something that Rockstar can do in the single-player game, in a quest, something cool. Daven says that there is an update on a IGN article, and yes, we were discussing this update at the beginning of the stream. It definitely changes part of my yesterday's title, because let me double check it. Like, I called a video yesterday, it's like, we did it. Save Red Dead Online is saved, so we still did it. Yes, we achieved something with Save Red Dead Online movement, but unfortunately now we cannot be sure about the fact that Red Dead Online is saved after that update from Take-Two, but I repeat, I still have reasons to believe that it doesn't change too much, and still optimistic. But again, unlike with the previous video, let's say, now it's just my theory, basically. Because yesterday it looked pretty official. Strauss Zelnick said few things about Red Dead Online and admitted that they always had a plan to support this project. Like, how it can be more official, right? Caro UK joined. Hi Cat, only just joined because work is getting in my way. Grr. I understand. I mean, usually, yeah, guys, usually I make these streams, such streams on weekend, pretty much always on Sunday, I think. But yeah, today I decided to make it just, you know, spontaneous stream to discuss this topic, because yesterday I've made a video, and then after I posted it when I was going to sleep, Take-Two made some correction to their statement, and it changed quite a lot. So I felt like I need to make a stream to discuss it, to explain it, and to read your feedback. But additionally, to congratulate everyone who was, you know, taking part in Save Red Dead Online movement, because I mean, I repeat, it's definitely, we did it. Hey cat, should I get Moonshiner or Naturalist role? Aman Walter asks. Well, in my opinion, you should buy Moonshiner first. Moonshiner role is such a cool role, and another thing about Naturalist, again, from my point of view, it's a role that you should buy the last. When you already have all the roles leveled up, you have a lot of money and gold, well, nothing to do, nothing to spend it on, go buy Naturalist. But buying Naturalist role like first or one of the first is a mistake in my opinion. Galil Alexandru saying some, thing that I will agree. Red Moonshiner has a pretty cool story. Yeah, it's short story. It's only 5 missions, but unlike with Land of Opportunities, it's interesting. Yeah, it's way more interesting than Land of Opportunities. It's, again, my personal point of view, but I mean, Land of Opportunities is like meh. And Moonshiner is, yeah, it's, a level of a side quest in Red Dead Redemption 2 story. And it's finished. It's like 5 missions, beginning, and then something happening, and then culmination. Not gonna spoiler, but like something is happening that makes sense and ends the story, just like it should be. Again, unlike with Land of Opportunities. Oh! Have you seen it? Well, that was a cool jump. Let's try to... No, I'm not gonna be able to repeat it. But that was something. I cannot find this. Oh, it's here. Crazy Train says, this game gets boring after a while though. Like, look, pretty much everything gets boring after some time. The question is, like, after how big amount of time? And additionally, as for, calling Red Dead Online boring, some people call it immersive and chilling. But, yeah, I've heard this statement a lot. And actually it's something, some problem that Rockstar should work on. I mean, they should add some fun activities. Even activities that are in the game, in most cases they are not fun. Like, let's say horse races. They are just stupid. Not fun. Annoying. And, by the way, this month is a month of horse races. Like, quadruple payout for horse racing. But it's just lame. No one plays it anyway. Tommy I says, what worked, PvP Cat? Save Red Dead Online movement. And I mean, you might forget what it was, and if you joined Red Dead Online recently, you maybe don't even know what it is. But back in January, there was a movement where Red Dead Online fans were using this hashtag Save Red Dead Online on Twitter and so on, just to point an attention to the fact that Red Dead Online was abandoned. And in my opinion, it worked back then because it succeeded. Oh, overpassed expectations, but anyway, right now it's even better. Marcus Stephanie, thank you Marcus, super chat. Still love and play the game. I will never need money or gold, but I love the game. Exactly. I mean, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I have, even on this account, because I have on PC as well, like 600 gold bars and almost $100,000. Now I have 94. But, you know, it doesn't matter. I can sell collectibles and have 100,000. But I still play it. Just like Marcus Stephanie. Just because, you know, this game is... It has no... There is no other game like this. It has no analog. No real competition in this particular area. It's unique. So, yeah. Kairu says, Cat, where is Cat? And we're talking about this cat. He's living with my grandma right now, eating. Eating in a pretty unheavy way, I will say. But I mean, cats love it. For some reason, at least my cat loves it. In what regard Save Red Dead Online movement has worked? Well, it brought attention way more than everyone expected. Gaming media was talking about it, big YouTubers were talking about it. Even Roger Clark made a comment on it. And now Strauss Zelnick actually replied to it. It's something that I was personally not expected to see. And you might say, well, so we received a Red Dead Online update? No, not in this way it worked. But, I mean, we do what we can do. It's like, there is an expression in Russian, you cannot jump higher than your head. Not sure if I translated it like so it makes sense, but you know. Suleiman asks, what do you think a good update would be like? Oh, I said it many times. Robberies and properties. At the same time. Because, you know, robberies without properties, they have problem, because even if they are cool and have high payout, like what would you spend money on? And properties is something you can actually spend a lot of money on and still have fun. So yeah, I think that there should be robberies and properties. Okay, so it's Crazy Horse without rider. Okay, we have a good old gunfight with elephant rifle. Because it's fun. It's not a real weapon, but it's super fun. That's why I usually use it. Hello, brother. Boom. Okay, let's continue. Okay, I have a regular weapon. It is indeed a real weapon. No, I was testing it. It's kinda useless, to be honest. It's way less effective than other weapon choices, but it's fun. It's like a, you know, I consider it like a cosmetics. How do you get so much gold? Leg XC asks. Well, I played for quite some time, and most importantly, I was playing before they nerfed daily challenge system. And you know what, when back in a day before, I believe they did it during Bounty Hunters update, right? So back then you could on so much gold per day. If playing every day, like, all the problems with gold disappeared almost immediately. Cat, what is your favorite repeater? I love, actually love how Leechfield looks, but unfortunately it's pretty terrible weapon choice for pretty much everything. So I mostly use Lancaster. I love how it looks, I love how it performs. It's, in my opinion, it's the best weapon choice. And it has some... I'm not quite sure if it has some cool skins, weapon skins, but anyway, it's a pretty cool looking weapon. Evans sounds amazing in my opinion, but I still use, and it's also quite a good choice for PvE, but I mostly use Lancaster anyway. Lancaster is really strong. It's well balanced weapon. Oh, nice. Daily challenge. Deliver Moonshiner of preferred type. Easiest one. Thomas says, well, I'm a PvP player and my best weapon choice is bolt action and Carcana. Well, Carcana is a good choice. Not quite sure why you need bolt action if you already have a Carcana, but anyway. Lancaster has a skin, I believe. It's a trader. Maybe Khalil Alexander, you're right. Amy post. Hey cat, so excited to catch a stream. It's been a while. Hope all is well. Hey Amy. Welcome on the stream. Welcome back. Crazy Train says it's a collector role skin. You know what? Let's go and check it out. Now, I'm actually pretty close to... I'm actually pretty close to Weaponsmith, so I will check. Oh, Amy using a super chat. Thank you, Amy. Amy's posted nothing in the super chat, but thanks. And yeah, welcome back. Let's go and check, you know, the weapon variants. What as it say? What's it say? Says they need to work on poker. It could be so much better. It's so boring. I agree 100%. I don't know why they failed with poker. I mean, why they failed so much. Poker is not great in Red Dead Online for two reasons, and both reasons can be like removed like that. Boom. First reason, it's limited per 20 big blinds, I believe, or 25. Like maximum amount of money that you can bet is just 25 big blinds. Yeah, it's $5. And I believe it's 20 cents one big blind. Yeah, so 25. It's a short stake, no limit hold'em. It's not the funnest game ever. Like, if you, at least for me, it's more interesting to play full stack, like 100 big blinds or even deeper. That's the first problem. Second problem is like you can play for a laughable amount of money. So not only amount of your big blinds is limited, but the maximum value of this big blind is only 20 cents. It's nothing. Like, so you can play for $5. Who cares? In Red Dead, I mean, look, I have 95,000. I'm flexing here a little bit, but I mean, you got my point. $5 is not an important money, even for beginner. And the thing about poker is, it makes no sense when people don't care about winning or losing. So they should change it. I understand why they made this limitation. Probably they were afraid of players, you know, basically transferring dollars from one player to another, but they can do something about it. Unfortunately, poker was added, like, just think about it. Poker was added in 2019, in May. So it's been like, in 2019? Yeah, in 2019, 3 years, 3 full years. And it was added lame, and it's still lame. But okay, I came here to check Lancaster skin. Customize. Okay, let's go to repeaters and Lancaster. Yeah, it has variant. We can see it. It's a collector variant. I still don't have it. I can buy it with discount. Let's buy it with discount. I definitely have this on a PC, but not here, so let's go. That's how it looks. And Litchfield also has a... Litchfield also has a unique... No, Litchfield... There is no unique variants for Litchfield. It's kinda interesting. Crazy Train says, yes, I told you. Yes, you was correct. There is a skin for collector. Let me show it to you, by the way. Oops, I went in the wrong way. Let's stay here. I mean, in my opinion, it's not the best looking skin in the world. But it's fine, it's fine. It looks realistic, not something as fancy as, you know, Mauser skin from Outlaw Pass. Not from Quick Draw Club. That looks kind of weird in my opinion, but this one is actually good. This one is actually good. Duong says, poker is banned in my region. Yeah, by the way, it's another problem with poker. It's banned in many regions. But again, I don't think that it's the reason why Rockstar kind of forget about this idea. That's how they do stuff. They add something, and is it good, is it bad, doesn't matter. They keep it the way it is and pretty much never change it. Avsep Dandian says, playstyle like. Thank you. And thanks to everyone who placed a like already. Jared says, if the quick draw club, not club, but yeah, it's club, it's not pass. Anyway, I know what you're saying. Quick Draw Club is active. No, it's not active. It was finished like half a year ago. So, and since December we don't have any sort of an Outlaw Pass, Quick Draw Club, nothing like that in Red Dead Online. Redskins asks, will you be doing a video test on one-shot kills that have been happening lately, even with gold core and special health tonics? Actually, it's something that happened with me on a previous stream, and I found it suspicious. But I mean, probably I'm not gonna test it, because it seems like it might be some bugs that will be removed later. If there will be patch. And if there will be no patch, like, then who cares? Not a patch, even an update. If there will be no updates, like... That's actually the main reason that stops me from making some interesting tests. You know, a lack of trust in this game's future, unfortunately. Splosh Hurt says, where is the vampire in Red Dead Redemption 2? In Saint Denis. Okay, so let's make, you know, strong moonshine again.
As you wish,
And let's choose a flavor.
Good. A fine aroma. I would drink this myself.
Yeah, okay, now when Marcel is walking, let's go. Let's continue our adventures. Shahar says, I wouldn't say Red Dead is saved. I'm still skeptical. Rockstar didn't announce anything about future content or a date for an update. Yeah, it makes sense, especially after you know, Take-Two corrected a little bit what Strauss Zelnick said. So it's not official anymore. Okay. It changed. I guess I should change title for that video because I posted this new information in a pinned comment so everyone can see it. But yes, title is no longer relative because relevant because you know, situation changed. And yes, now we cannot tell for sure that Red Dead Online is saved. I mean, I was saying about this at the beginning of the stream. I still have my reasons to think that it's like, let's say it like cautiously, it's gonna be fine with Red Dead Online from what I see. But again, it's just my theory now. It's not an official information. It's just, you know, basically speculations. Alex Feldman says, Привет, long-time fan. Any guess on what next DLC will be? Maybe properties? Unfortunately, there is like no information about like what next DLC will be. And if it, you know, we don't even have an information if there will be a next DLC. So no. And if you're asking like what are my hopes for the next DLC, well, yeah, in that case, properties is just number one wish. I think they should add properties and robberies, and preferably at the same time. I would love to see a farm. Just, you know, with some mechanic. Not like you just buy farm, but you buy farm, you grow cows there, like some vegetables as well, and so on and so on. You buy stuff for this farm, decorate it. Yeah, it's not gonna happen, I know. Don't waste your time telling me that it's just something that's not gonna happen in Red Dead Online ever, but just saying, it's something that I would love to see. Ranch property with epilogue style walk. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of farm I was talking about. Oh no, I have this disgusting daily challenge completed. Don't kill animals for 24 hours. Sponsored by Harriet. Bear. Okay, where is... I believe I was under this bridge. Maybe I was under a different bridge. Harriet should not be mad for you doing the Wolfman. I'm not quite sure if Harriet is actually mad when you go for legendary bounty missions and kill animals there. I don't remember this. Alex Feldman says, stay safe in Russia and keep up the great work. I'm not in Russia, and I'm not from Russia. But thanks. Rinka Music NL. Also put back all special Call to Arms map already. Yeah, it's another thing. Like, there are pretty cool Call to Arms maps. Like, why cannot they just add them sometime, you know, time to time? It's something that would keep me occupied for some time if they will get cool call to arms maps back. But with that being said, I would rather see new call to arms maps. Let's say call to arm on Guarma. Who knows? Would be cool, right? In Coulter. In Coulter we had this call to arms and it was pretty cool one. I believe it's the only call to arm. Oh no, I completed it on a PC. I completed it on a PC solo. It was some other map that I failed to complete. Okay, Izin asks, "Hey Cat, your advice what I should do in the beginning to get 15 golds quickly." It's not gonna be you're not gonna be able to complete it quickly, to get 15 gold quickly, because I believe they are not given 10 gold bars for two-step verification anymore. But what you can try to do, and what I suggest you to do, is actually go grind, focus on daily challenges, and focus on, I don't know, it will sound weird, but if you have a posse, obviously gather your friends and go to call to arms. But you probably don't, so focus on blood money missions. Yeah, really. They are kind of fun. Comparing to stranger missions, they are longer, so you will earn gold bars. Just remember how payout works for Red Dead Online is pretty counterintuitive, and then you will, you know, if you will complete opportunity missions for the first time, you will receive some extra gold. If I remember correctly, you receive 0.6 gold bars for completing opportunity mission on hardest difficulty for the first time, or maybe just completing opportunity mission for the first time, and you receive 0.6 gold bars for completing all 3 opportunity missions on any difficulty. Correct me if I'm wrong. Lex C, super chat. Thank you, Lex C. I will wait until the message will show up, because it might be confusing when I read something and viewers cannot see it. Appreciate the content and getting me to try out Red Dead Online, even though the grinding makes me wanna quit. But thanks for the content. Thanks for supporting the channel, and yeah, for good words. Yeah, grind might be hard when you are a beginner, but later it becomes like super easy actually, and even pointless, because you have more money than that you want. That you need, not that you want, but that you need. And actually it's one of the biggest problems with Red Dead Online, and it's still not fixed. Okay, Saxe Liar Vici says, verification is very confusing to set up, but it still gives you 10 gold, which is interesting, because I had a lot of comments from people who were saying that Rockstar is not giving 10 gold bars anymore automatically for two-step verification, but if you contact support, they are giving it. And again, which is another weird thing, but if you contact support in English, you have like super high chances of receiving these 10 gold bars. And if you contact it in Russian language, and it was, you know, for more than a year now, chances are lower. But still some chances. But it's, yeah, if two-step verification is still working, then you know, my suggestion for beginners is even simpler. Just complete two-step verification, receive these 10 gold bars, focus a little bit, you know, complete a little bit of daily challenges, some blood money missions, land of opportunity missions, and boom, you have enough money to buy yourself a role. Then choose what you love more. Oh, and super important suggestion for beginners, Each 5 levels you gonna receive a treasure map. Never forget about it, never ignore it. As soon as you will receive treasure map, go find the treasure, because it's 1 gold bar on average, plus $110, I believe. So I mean, it's cool. Odd Noble says, if only we could play this at 60 FPS on Xbox Series X. 30 FPS with motion blur is not. Yeah, I would love to see 60 FPS as well, but again, to receive it, we will have to wait for next gen. I wanted to say patch, but you know, it's not gonna be a patch. Next gen version, because patch is free, and what will happen, what, you know, not necessarily will happen, but the only way for us to receive 60 FPS in Red Dead Redemption 2, knowing Rockstar, is to buy next gen version, even if there will be no big differences with like regular version. But I'm just saying, they are not gonna give it for free. It's just not gonna happen. Do you think they will ever allow you to transfer your account progress from consoles to PC? I'm pretty sure no. I'm pretty sure it's not gonna happen. There will be no account transfer between different platforms, even between PlayStation and Xbox. Not gonna says rancher role plays. Would be cool. If it means that we will have a ranch, I will definitely would love to see it. Pelly Kate Warning says you can't even have multiple characters per console. Yeah, and it's weird. Not only on console, but on a PC as well. Like you have only one character slot, and it's weird, right? Alex says, do you think it's possible to get a Mexico update? Only if these rumors about Red Dead Redemption 1 remake will come true. Which is, again, sources are just trust me bro, but who knows, maybe. Okay. I have some big problems with finding collectibles today. Tess the Artist says, hi there, PBCat. I love your content. Keep it up. Hi. Okay, I should go this way. There is no response from Rockstar. Why did we win? There is sort of a response from Take-Two, which is super unexpected. Okay, I'm definitely running in the wrong direction. Yo, Big Andy says, it will be GTA 4 remake next. Again, it's just a rumor based on nothing. Same with Red Dead Redemption 1 remake. And is that not even far from official information? It's like insiders that are talking about these rumors, that are spreading these rumors, basically. They give no proofs at all. It's just like, trust me bro, and that's it. So I don't know. I don't think Like, personally, I think it makes more sense for Rockstar to make a Red Dead Redemption 1 remake than GTA 4 remake, but who knows. But, you know, both are just rumors, nothing more. Yo, Big Andy says, I mean, if both were announced, GTA 4 would be their priority, I think, because they already made Red Dead Redemption 1 4K. Is it something that they've made? I thought Red Dead Redemption 1 runs in 4K on Xbox because of backwards compatibility, so I might be wrong here. But yeah, if both will be announced, I think they will focus on GTA because it is GTA. You know, it has higher chances of selling a lot of copies. I really doubt they will, you know, prioritize Red Dead Redemption over GTA in general, if we're talking about this series. Okay, killed the cat. Galil says spam alert. Yeah, unfortunately, there is. We love you, bro, says Nadina. Thank you. GTA 4 would be great. Again, guys, if we're talking about remakes, yes. If we're talking about remasters, just, you know, just like happened with GTA 3, are you sure you wanna see something like that again? Because I personally don't care about GTA 4 remasters or Red Dead Redemption 1 remaster. Yes, Red Dead Redemption 1 is not available on PC, but just imagine how low quality Red Dead Redemption 1 remaster for PC will be. So, again, remakes, yes. Remasters, no thank you. Oh, I just realized that I have a wrong ability card set up. It's not a PvE setup, so that's why I had a little bit of a harder times fighting agents. I have a PvP setup because on the last stream I was attacked. Do they have a machine gun or what? Like how is he doing so much damage? Okay, it seems like they don't have a machine gun. Speedy says, Red Dead Redemption 1 with Red Dead Redemption 2 graphics would be heavenly. Not only graphics, but physics as well. Because, you know, Red Dead Redemption 1 has this kind of clumsy controls. It definitely feels outdated. You know, when I played it, graphics actually was not a problem at all, because on Xbox it looks fine. Not, you know, definitely much worse than even GTA and definitely Red Dead Redemption, but it looks fine. Red Dead Redemption 2, I mean. But as for controls, as for gunfights, all these mechanics, well, it's just not cool. Okay, it's not. I was afraid that there is a cougar inside or something. But it's safe. It's safe. So we helped Harriet again. What a day. Helping Harriet twice. Okay, let's continue looting these poachers. Saga Magas says, would a Rockstar and Clint Eastwood partnership be a good idea with movie-inspired missions and costumes? I mean, they don't need a partnership with Clint Eastwood to do that, because a lot of costumes and missions are actually inspired by these old westerns. You playing on PC? Frostbite is asking. No. I'm playing on Xbox Series X. Duraf Gaming says, my partner doesn't like to kill animals and therefore does Harriet's missions instead of killing the legendary animals. Well, yeah, if someone don't love to kill animals and it's like a replacement of this mechanic. Okay. Can I loot? But I mean, you still have to kill people during these missions quite often. Is that not a problem? Because, you know, what bothers me about, like, Harriet. I mean, I understand when, like, someone is saying, oh, I just can't stand killing living creatures. Like, life is a blessing, it's given us by the god, and, like, no one has a right to take it away. Okay, it's fine. I respect that point of view. But, like, in Harriet missions, it says, like, you don't kill animals because it's bad, but you know what? Go and kill all these people. Fine. Not Ghana says, how did you choose the name PvP Cat? Well, completely randomly. Completely randomly. I don't know name actually saying in the chat exactly what I just said about Harriet's philosophy. What would you expect from Red Dead Redemption 3? I would personally hope to see Dutch's history. Like, we gonna play as Dutch in a different time periods, because it's definitely gonna be an interesting history, and there they can show how he was changing from being a complete, you know, this idealist to being cruel and, you know, selfish manipulator. It's super, you know, it might be a super interesting story. The problem is, we kinda know what will happen to Dutch. It's a spoiler. And even more, during this game, let's say Red Dead Redemption 3 is all about Dutch. It should end with Blackwater, I guess, with Blackwater events. So, what I'm trying to say is that it will be kinda hard to make an interesting story about Dutch, because it should end with pretty much nothing. Since we saw, you know, what happened to Dutch in Red Dead Redemption 1 and Red Dead Redemption 2. Saudov says, we know what happened to John, so it does not matter. No, it's not, you know, we know what happened to John, but Red Dead Redemption 2 is about Arthur, not John. And this epilogue is more like a fun service. It's unnecessary for Red Dead Redemption 2 story. It's a story of Arthur. Yeah, it gives some additional, information, some plot development and so on, but basically it's like a bridge between Red Dead Redemption 2 and Red Dead Redemption 1. I cannot see how they can do the same in Red Dead Redemption 3 if it's gonna be about Dutch. Tomasz says, I received one benefit ending in September, so update won't be coming in summer. Again, from previous experience, these benefits, these coupons, ending time usually has pretty much nothing to do with updates. Jack Marston, Red Dead Redemption 3. It's possible. Actually, it might be a story about Jack Marston, because Red Dead Redemption 3 actually ends with us playing as Jack Marston. But I'm not quite sure if I'm a big fan of such theory, because setting is a little bit different. It's not a Wild West anymore, not even close, because I don't know, I just don't think Jack Marston can be as cool character as Dutch, for example. Shizzle. Amber or Johnny, and your thoughts on the subject. Thank you for using Super Chat. Shizzle, Johnny, because, because cat. But, like, to be honest, I was not paying too close attention to this process, to this trial. I guess it should be called trial. But from what I saw, my thoughts that Johnny Depp is, like, on the right side. Again, I was not watched too close enough to, understand all the details and all the information, and give like a valuable opinion. So I'm just saying my basically first impressions, almost first impressions. But anyway, I'm on the Johnny Depp's side here. What is the best place to hunt in Red Dead Online? Depends. Many places are pretty cool. I personally love here in a valley of Little Creek River and in Great Plains. And also in Heartlands, like right here. So you just place camp in Heartlands. Oh no, not here. Right here. It's not the best. Like here, close to Emerald Ranch, preferably, and hunting. Taco Shmauko says Sedi is good also. Okay, in my opinion, Sedi is like the worst possible choice for being protagonist in Red Dead Redemption 3. You might disagree with me. Some people will say, oh, you are sexist. No, I think there are great female characters in Red Dead Redemption 2, but not Sadie. Warren Freestone, thank you for Super Chat. Do you think they will bring back the Outlaw Pass? I recently started playing again and I didn't have a chance to experience it. Well, I understand your pain. There are a lot of new players. It's not even like super new players. I mean, if you started to play in December, last December, you never had a chance to buy Outlaw Pass or Quick Draw Club, so it's not cool. But my prediction here is that we will not see outlaw passes or quick draw clubs, at least in the form that they were in the game before. So even if there will be an update, I'm afraid they will replace outlaw pass system with some subscription service similar to GTA Online Plus. So because you can buy Outlaw Pass for gold bars and you get back gold bars and so on. and they not earning that much money, and they don't like it. I'm talking about Rockstar. So I think they will, you know, just add all these rewards from Outlaw Passes, new Outlaw Passes, but in a form of subscription service. I hope I will be wrong about this, but it's just my prediction. Graf says, hey, glad to catch your stream. Hey there, welcome. And again, guys, if you just joined and you like asking, you looked at the title and you asking what walked, save Red Dead Online movement walked. You know, with a hashtag. I should have... I'm gonna change the title so it will be more obvious. Rory Evans says, subscription plus? You mean Rockstar is really just after our money? Yes. like what is surprising you? And I mean, actually it's kind of fine in my opinion. Rockstar is a company and they want to make money, and it's completely fine as long as they provide good value for the money. I mean, I will definitely buy Red Dead Online Plus if there will be good updates and it will have some value. For example, I'm not buying GTA Plus, despite the fact that I'm play GTA Online time to time, just because I think it's completely useless and like absolutely not a good deal. Ellie K7 says, there is already a game about young uncle. It's called Red Dead Revolver. No, there is a theory that Red Harlow is the same person as Uncle, but there are some weak spots. Like, for example, Uncle seems to be much older than Red Harlow should be. There is a theory also that Landon Ricketts is Red Harlow, but he has no scar on his hand. Caro UK says, I read Superman. Henry Cavill said recently he would love to be in Red Dead Remake. Yeah, I've saw that. Not in Red Dead Remake, he said he want to be in a movie about based on Red Dead Redemption. But you know what? About Henry Cavill, there is an interesting thing. He says it pretty much about every single big game, at least about games that he's playing. He was saying the same about being a main character in Mass Effect, if there will be a movie based on it. Now he's saying about Red Dead Redemption 2, but like, to be honest, I think Henry Cavill would be like cool Arthur Morgan if this Red Dead Redemption... I mean, there are no rumors about Red Dead Redemption movie, nothing, don't get me wrong, it's just Henry Cavill says that he don't mind playing in Red Dead Redemption 2 movie, but if such movie will happen someday, I think that, he's gonna be a good Arthur Morgan. Yeah, Vladislav Bulayev says that he was saying the same about Witcher, Mass Effect, Red Dead Redemption 2, and yes, this way Henry Cavill is looking for a job. And it worked with Witcher. But with that being said, I mean, again. But you know what I just thought? I'm not quite sure if we need a movie based on Red Dead Redemption 2, because Red Dead Redemption 2 is basically a movie itself. And I don't think they will make a better movie. Like, really, I have really big doubt. Karuke says, and yes, his role hunting, but he would be good in it. Yeah, I agree, he would be good in it. But the problem, you know, the main question is, would Red Dead Redemption 2 movie be good in general? Would it be not even better than the game, but like even close, at least close? Rockstar Blame says, it's not about doing it better, it's about money. Yeah, but you know, they need to understand one thing. If they will make such movie, well, it's probably gonna be hated, or at least not well received by a huge amount of people, because 44 million people bought Red Dead Redemption 2. There was a huge audience for this movie, but the audience who will not be super happy to see this movie, because again, game is better and they can do much nothing about it. So I don't think it will happen. Speedy Blasso says, Red Dead Redemption 1 movie with Tom Hardy would be good. No, I would disagree here. I don't think that Tom Hardy looks like John Marston. Actually, no, not a good actor choice. I will think about who can be a good actor choice in my opinion, but not Tom Hardy. Karaoke, it would be good, but not as good as the game. Just like books are so much better than movies. Yeah, books are better than movies, but still Game of Thrones was super successful. But you see, books and movies is a completely different beast. But Red Dead Redemption 2 is like a movie. It's not even like a movie. It's like a good TV series. And the movie will be pretty similar to Red Dead Redemption 2's game, but with problems, because it's not the game and you don't have a control of a character, so there is less empathy. And the biggest problem is game already exists. So yeah, I wouldn't bet on, you know, on seeing Red Dead Redemption 2 movie someday. I don't think it will happen. But it would be interesting to see. I mean, I must admit it. It would be at least I'm curious to see how they can make it. Carly Flower says, even if Red Dead movie wasn't as mind-blowing as game, I would still watch. I love a good Western. Yeah, I would still watch too, but I mean... And you know what, maybe for this reason they will do something like that someday. Just because, you know, audience for Red Dead Redemption 2 is huge. 44 million people bought Red Dead Redemption 2, and a lot of them will be curious, like, what kind of movie have they made? But there are some problems. Setting is not the most popular, and so on. Johnny Depp would fit in Red Dead Redemption movie, in my opinion. Pharaoh says. Well, Johnny Depp was in a few westerns, actually. Some are terrible, like, I even forgot how it's called. But you know, it was a blockbuster with a huge budget that flopped. Oh, I forgot. It was a, you know, big scandal. Huge budget wasted. But whatever. Lone Ranger, thank you, John O'Brien. Yes, Lone Ranger, and actually, you know what? Since Lone Ranger flopped, I might be wrong, but it seems like Hollywood almost stopped investing money into Wild West themed movies. Brothers Sisters probably is the highest budget, had the highest budget since then. Maybe True Grit as well, but none of them was super successful. And I mean, it makes no sense from business point of view to invest money into some, big budget Western if they can invest it in just another superhero movie and make money for sure. So I'm not expecting to see like a big budget movie about Wild West with Johnny Depp or something. It might be TV series, something for Netflix or something. But again, the problem is Red Dead Redemption 2 exists, and everyone understands that it's gonna be hard to make a better show. Car DLC would be awesome, and it fits with the timeline. Car DLC, cars were super slow back then, so they either will make it unrealistic, or it will be not that fascinating, because it will be super slow and will be, breaking all the time. If they will, let's say, I don't know, let's say they will make a remake for Red Dead Redemption 1, because Red Dead Redemption 1 takes place in 1911, and they will say like, okay, we have another version of Red Dead Online. It takes same map, but takes place in 1911, like a reboot of Red Dead Redemption 1, which is actually Red Dead Online, which is actually possible and a good idea if you think about it. And in that case, they might introduce cars, because cars were not that great. There is an episode in Red Dead Redemption 1 where they take in a car and it's super slow and it breaks in the middle of a fight and so on, but they are at least look like cars, because it's 1911. Actually, you know what? It's an interesting idea. Something that Rockstar can do, because I mean, if they will remake Red Dead Redemption 1, they will basically have a huge map like ready for players with Mexico and stuff like that, and they can fix a lot of problems with Red Dead Online by just saying like, okay guys, it's Red Dead Online 2.0. It takes place in 1911, we have new weapons, we have Mexico, we have cars. Yeah, you will need to start all over again, and monetization system is different, but like, yeah, what? Red Dead, like old Red Dead Online will still be here, you can still play it, we don't care. It's not gonna receive any updates, because we have Red Dead Online 2.0. Sounds like a business plan for Rockstar. They're not gonna make it anyways, I'm just, saying. High power pistol 1911 would be awesome. Yeah, actually, they can add a lot of modern weapons to this, Red Dead Online in 1911. That is taking place in 1911. Uh-oh, it seems like Cougar is attacking me. Uh-oh, no. Yeah, I see a conversation in the chat like which actors to invite playing different roles in a Red Dead Redemption 2 movie. yeah, it's gonna be, you know, another topic of discussion if such movie will happen someday. Like all the roles, I mean, all the actor choices will be really interesting. Anyway, guys, I discussed with you everything I planned. I, you know, described my point of view on what's going on. I tried to use logic as always. I hope that you know, made your own conclusions based on my, you know, thoughts about the situation. And thank you for visiting this stream. It's basically just a talk stream. Thank you for you know, communicating in chat. For everyone who placed a like, we have 773 likes, almost 777, which is cool. Thanks to everyone who was using super chat option to support me and my channel, and thanks to all my Patreon supporters because they also support me and my channel. Anyway, guys, see ya next time. Not sure if, you know, we should expect some news from Rockstar this week, but who knows? I mean, at some point they have to talk about at least GTA Online update, right? Because it's almost summer now. Mike Dunn used super chat before I turned off. Can you give us a clown laugh, please, cat? Okay, wait. Wait a sec. Wait a second. Ha 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 ha. I drank a little bit of water because it might hurt a throat to make this laugh. Anyway, stay strong, stay safe, stay healthy, eat beans. You know, use Save Red Dead Online hashtag in Twitter because why not? We haven't made Rockstar to acknowledge it yet, so I will personally use it. Anyway, thank you for visiting. Goodbye. See you next time.